Hey, what's going on, guys? Captain Lance here. Beautiful night out on the Tennessee River, hanging out on my back deck, just listening to some tunes and then enjoying me a nice cold beer. Lagunitas tonight again. Undercover investigation shut down. This is one of their limited brews. I have one of the liquor stores in town. They order it special for me. So I'm probably, while the limited run, this is still available, this is what I'll be partaking in when I have a beer. So yeah, Lagunitas undercover investigation shutdown ale. 9.3% by volume is the alcohol content of this. It's good. If you guys like craft beer, microbeer, I highly recommend it. Like I said, this is probably what I will be partaking in when I do drink. I don't drink a lot. A six-pack usually lasts me a week. I have one beer a night, maybe. Some nights I'll have two, whatever, but most times a six-pack lasts me about a week. But anyways, out here on the Tennessee River, just enjoying the deck at the house and loving lake life with the boys and stuff. But we've been having this storm system roll through and everything, and it's just been a beautiful night to sit out here and can't see the stars. I guess the Star of Bethlehem is, well, last night, June 30th, it was supposed to be, I guess, at its brightest, whatever. The moon was a crazy red color last night. That was awesome. So you could see that, the full moon last night, but can't really see any stars because of the storm system that's in the cloud cover. So the boys and I went out last night and the night trying to find it, but we can't see it from where we're at. So hopefully, if you guys, hopefully you did get to see that, or you can go look at it or whatever. I don't know if it's still available or not. I imagine it would be. I don't think two planets can move that fast out of the way. I don't know though. I guess eclipse happened pretty quick. Who the fuck? I don't know. I'm not. Hey, I drank a lot of Tang when I was a kid, but that doesn't make me an astronaut. All right. Anyways, sorry. So yeah, just sitting out here on Tennessee River, enjoying the lightning and the thunder and everything, and the shower coming down and all that. I guess I don't have enough sense to get in and out of the rain, but I guess because it's coming down too bad here, it's not coming down right now, thankfully. But if it's coming down too bad out here, we'll probably have to cut this thing short. But I just want to do a little story time tonight. Read an article that was posted by the Marine Reconnaissance Foundation today on Facebook. I was thinking about joining the community. You got any advice? I've been asked this question many times by young men who are looking for something more. This is just my opinion based on 14 years as an operator and 6 years as a Pogue reporter. Forget all preconceived notions of what to expect based on the real core. The Suck has no idea what the community is about and never will. The Suck believes that it's a special force already, and there are many people in leadership positions that feel that the community is no longer needed. The same people have been saying that stupid shit for a half century. I don't care what you've been through before. You'll be pushed beyond all breaking points that you've ever experienced in your young life. Try to imagine what goes through the mind of a mouse right before a wide-eyed cat grabs it in his jaws, and you can begin to imagine what is waiting for you. Eventually, you will be brought to a moment in time where you will have to make a decision. Maybe you'll make that decision in freezing water as you get pounded by 6-foot breakers and you don't know how you're going to make it 3 more hours or even 3 more minutes. Maybe it'll be in a sweltering jungle covered in ticks beyond exhaustion as you try to readjust the 100-pound ruck on your back and wonder how you're going to make it 4 more clicks. Possibly, the moment will come when your team is in a 360 during selection. You've been awake for days and you're starving and covered in poison oak. You don't even know when it happened, but you fell asleep and you woke up to a CS grenade going off in your lap. As you choke awake in anger and terror, maybe then you will face the magic moment when you must decide if you are all in or not. Because the men that you would like to walk amongst will not accept you unless you commit completely, or they can always tell if you're not ready. You can quit if it's not for you, and you probably should. But I can guarantee you that you'll regret it for the rest of your life. The reason is simple. There's nothing like the brotherhood of true warriors. Going all in means no turning back to what you were before. It is the only way to make it through. If you make it through the physical and mental anguish that awaits you, you will be shocked to discover that the real work is just beginning. The men who are waiting for you to arrive do not fit in a normal society anymore, and after a while, you will not either. But you are probably already fractured in some way. The community draws a special kind of distant, slightly off person into its ranks. To even consider joining is to admit your fascination with agony. One day, if you stick around and you're not hated or ostracized by your peers for being a lifer, a motard, or worse, you will learn what it means to speak without saying a word, and to achieve what others may only imagine. You will also discover what it feels like to walk around with eye candy on your chest, what it feels like to walk into some pogy office, and sense the way that the energy in the room shifts into quiet deferment. You might even get to experience a few hot groupies. You will create unbreakable bonds with men that will last your entire life. The kind of men who will drop whatever they are doing if you ask for help. They will give you their last dollar or the shirt off their back. You will learn what a brother really is, and you will be blessed because of it. Most people in this world are lucky if they even have one true friend. You will know and trust more than a few. You'll come to understand what it means to serve something greater than yourself and what it means to be a warrior. You will learn how to do what needs to be done, but you will not do it for the price of oil or the latest political rhetoric. You will not do it for mom, dad, or Susie's pretty pink panties. You won't even do what needs to be done for your country. You'll do what needs to be done for the men on your left and your right. You will even do it for the men you hate, and I can assure you that you will discover a level of hatred in your soul that you did not realize existed before. But all that wisdom will come with a steep price. Whoever or whatever you love the most will be taken away from you the second you go all in. Because there's always another job to do, there's always another patrol, another mission, another training scenario, another something that just has to be done right now, and you and your brothers will do it because there's never enough bodies. Family, old friends, and loved ones will fade away. You will not want it that way, but that's how it'll be. If you have kids, they'll grow up in pictures in your wallets or on your phone. Then before you know it, years will have flown by and you'll not be the same person anymore. Whoever you loved or cared for will still be the same, but you won't be able to talk to them. You probably will not be able to sleep either. You will also have a hyper-awareness and a keen mind that seems to spot everything all at once. That works great for the job, but it really fucks up a trip to the mall. More than a few normal people will either be afraid, repulsed, or fascinated by you. You will acquire a whole new host of addictions. If you already have some, those will be amplified. If you currently have some kind of a girlfriend, wife, fiance, etc. that you think you love, just get rid of her now. It's easier to do it early than to come home to an empty house years from now. Or you come home from the latest mission to discover what it means to be an Eskimo brother. For you, the kinds of women who are waiting for you after you go all in are strippers, sluts, and whores. They're good in bed and fun to play with, but if you're foolish enough to fall for any of them, then you deserve everything you get. They're simply living fuck dolls, just a better version of masturbation. You do not get to love anything else but the community. Those nasty addictions and bad life choices will catch up to you quicker than you know. The organization you're interested in also eats its young and crucifies its old. If you stick around long enough, you'll eventually become the villain. If you can't hang in body, mind, and soul, you'll get tossed aside. There's always another person just below you who is willing to step up and shove you out of the way. And there will always be somebody with a little more rank or power than you who just took over, and they will be happy to tell you to lead, follow, or get the fuck out of the way. That is the thing that nobody tells you about working with real alphas. They don't give a shit what you did, only what you're doing right now. You're only as good as your last mission.